Upon arrival at the NBA's Orlando campus, every player, coach, and staff member was given a small white device programmed to beep whenever within 6 feet of another person. After 5 seconds, the device blinks red. After 10 seconds, it plays a short tune. It couldn't be Gentry's alarm though. A public relations staffer said the Pelicans chargers hadn't arrived yet. In fact, the majority of teams' proximity monitors had been delivered without chargers, rendering them useless for a time. After a few awkward moments, it turned out to be another NBA staff member and reporter who had been given chargers, and remembered to use them, who had set off the devices. It was just one of a few bumps to be smoothed over during the league's adjustment period, as the first few days saw teams arrive at the Disney campus. Teams have largely been complimentary of how the NBA is handling the life in the bubble. Executives acknowledge how difficult the task this is for the league to pull off, and have said that the most concerns are immediately met with an attempt to remedy the situation. A hidden gem has emerged amid the player complaints about soggy sandwiches and plastic-wrapped eggs. Rick's Sports Bar and Grill, tucked between the hallway to the practice courts inside the Coronado Springs Resort and the hallway to players' rooms, has become the unofficial hangout spot inside the bubble. It is tough when you're in your own room 24/7, other than when you're in practice, Bucks guard George Hill said, when asked about Rick's. So just to get out and sit in some regular chairs to kind of make it feel just like it's normal life itself still, that's what we're trying to do. By 7:30 every morning, the dark bar is buzzing with players, coaches, and trainers. Starting Sunday, the place was openly open to NBA players and personnel. On the night of July 13th, Bucks guard Kyle Korver munched at a corner booth with Milwaukee's training staff. On the opposite side of the bar, Miami Heat coach Erik Spoelstra nibbled on a salad while chatting with assistant coaches. Boston Celtics players Jason Tatum and Javonte Green ate burgers at 2 tables pushed together near the entrance. The cuisine is a blend of classic bar grub and comfort food: burgers, shrimp, and grits, grilled cheese with bacon, and a cup of tomato soup. There are Beyond Burgers, a non-meat alternative that has become a marketing partner with several NBA players, including Chris Paul and Kyrie Irving. The waitstaff, dressed in gray and black tops, wear masks and clear face shields while offering patrons key lime pie or chocolate cake. The shelves to the left and right of the large televisions above the black bar top have been adorned with basketballs bearing the logos for every team staying in the hotel. The Los Angeles Lakers, Bucks, LA Clippers, and Toronto Raptors on one side, the Denver Nuggets, Heat, Celtics, and Utah Jazz on the other. Should players or staff be in search of a meal outside of Rick's 4 p.m. to midnight operating hours? For breakfast, another player lounge located on a dock turned restaurant in the middle of Lago Dorado has become a popular shaded place to dine. They will be at the mercy of the scheduled prepackaged meals delivered to each team's conference room turned dining and team meeting area. Some teams, including the Heat and Bucks, have plastered larger-than-life photos of flashy dunks, high fives, and bench celebrations on the walls. Milwaukee's room even has a pinball machine, and Miami surprised players by adding photos of their families. For Luka Doncic and the Dallas Mavericks, the closing moments of practice inside the NBA bubble looked normal for the most part. Doncic goofed around and attempted trick shots alongside big man Boban Marjanovic. Courtney Lee sat on a training table getting treatment on his calf. Kristaps Porzingis got shots up on a far basket. But about 100 yards away from the practice court is the package room, a large ballroom that has been converted into a delivery hub at Coronado Springs. Inside are 41 pallets of yellow containers of disinfectant wipes and a dozen more pallets of hand sanitizer. For Mavericks equipment manager Corey Johnson, this is where his new unofficial job title begins. Usually, Johnson's tasks include ensuring players have their carefully curated selection of shoes set up, the correct uniforms in their lockers, and their favorite sports drink waiting. Sanitizing everything inside has been added to his list of duties. During practices in Orlando, glove-wearing equipment managers like Johnson rigorously wipe down every basketball a player has touched and each piece of workout equipment. After group foam rolling out a recent Philadelphia 76ers practice, equipment managers wipe down each roller. After a Pelicans team-wide yoga session, every mat is sanitized. After the Mavericks concluded practice and Johnson finished his cleaning, a crew of 4 people moved yellow buckets of bleach solution onto the courts. For an hour, they scrubbed down each surface, washing away any germs before the next team took the court. Paul George held up a large bass by its lower lip, showing off his fresh catch from Lago Dorado, a man-made lake made at the center at the Coronado Springs property. To his 8.9 million Instagram followers, "Yes sir," he proclaimed. George is a longtime fisherman, a passion passed down from his father, and the Clippers went on a team fishing excursion before training camp this season. In the NBA bubble, fishing isn't reserved for the experts, and it's providing a bonding opportunity and challenge to players. Fishing has emerged as a favorite pastime for many of the players in between practices and meals, but if you care to fish, go early. The property has only 14 fishing poles available to borrow from a hut outside of the players' hotel. On Tuesday night, an employee manning the rentals told ESPN that he had only 1 pole left because so many players had signed off the equipment overnight. The hotel is ordering more poles to accommodate players' requests.